pretty sure any story elements that you put on these games coming out can easily be fitted into a PlayStation 3 disc, especially with the use of Blu-ray technology. Why do you have to release 3 games that are part of the Kingdom Hearts canon on 3 fucking different systems?
Given the simpler design and abundance of air bubbles, the color scheme of Gigantic Angel reminds me of Scrap Brain Zone, though I'm sure this is just this game.
Oh, fuck you, I knew it! Kiss my fucking ass, slicers! Taking away all my rings I need for special stages, and God knows I only have enough chances to get those that oh fucking hell!
Great to see everything checks out here.
Avoid throwing your controller straight through your TV. Seriously, some of these levels are just fucking impossible, and if it isn't frustrating gimmicks like awkwardly placed enemies, it's the goddamn stairs! Yes, I know I'm beating a dead horse by mentioning how much I absolutely loathe stairs in the old school games, but it's this game where they're the most frustrating. Some levels are filled to the brink with stairs, and combined with enemies that just piss you off, it's aggravating. Incredibly aggravating. What the? That enemy just took a third of my health with one hit! One hit! Why do enemies do more damage in later stages? What's the logic in that?
Chapters and the like. Look at this, the stages are just giving me energy tanks. I guess the developers are feeling pretty bad about the whole dock.
Fucking Yellow Devil!
You lied to me, asshole!
Oh, stop being a crybaby.
Speed Booster in Super Metroid, and are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Alright, I've been sort of metal up to this point, but no more. This game sucks! If it's not the shit tactic controls that does it, it's the god-awful overall design of the game. You son of a bitch! The camera just suddenly shifted and it whipped me into the goddamn wall. Why? I swear to whatever's out there, I'm not doing this on purpose. But at least you don't have to fly through any more rings! God damn it, more rings? I don't want to fly through any more fucking rings! It's not fun! It's extremely repetitive, and most of all, it's completely boring! What's this? I gotta stop 3 robots located somewhere in this virtual shithole. Okay, well, I have an easier time if the fucking draw distance weren't so goddamn horrible. And you know what? The producers of this game actually stated that this poor excuse of draw distance was because it's actually kryptonite fog. Bullshit! What do you call this then? Kryptonite darkness? This is horrible draw distance, and you fucking know it, Titus. This is the first game I've ever played that actually gave me a headache. I mean, you have to suck really bad if you can manage to give me a headache. These controls are... God, they're terrible! Why is it so goddamn stiff? Why is it so goddamn stiff? What a bunch of assholes! You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna use the level select code to skip to the shitty fucking ending because I can't take this game anymore. There's Superman 64, a piece of shit again that deserves to be burned like we just did Big Rigs. But I'm out of lighter fluid, so it'll have to wait. Overall, it sucks. Period. And this type of puzzle can burn it down! Seriously, this type of puzzle is incredibly overused and it's even worse when you're under a time limit, which is almost all of the time! I mean, hell, it's bad enough when they throw you really complicated ones, but to throw 2 or 3 at once under a ridiculously short time limit is just a real ball kicker. What's the point of rescuing him? God, I hate when games do that! I was incredibly nervous to jog or sprint because a fucking tripwire will probably catch me off guard. God, I like that! Come on, that shit's not scary, it's just frustrating. Fucking tripwire! No, fuck that. No, I do not want to play the game anymore. No, I refuse. No, I don't want to play the game anymore. No, I don't want to.
We gotta finish it.
The new guy. He has psychic abilities which allow him to manipulate objects, control enemy projectiles, hover in midair for a short time, and, best of all, absolutely owns enemies. At the expense of speed! My god, this marijuana head is slow! What the fuck just happened there? I was supposed to go through that window! Through it! Whoa, what happened? I swear to God I'm not doing this on purpose. No, I won't fall victim to that twice. How could they publish this game in the sorry state it was in? It's like buying an ice cream cone, but only getting the cone, and paying $60 for it. Ugh, and those fucking load times, they're everywhere. Starting a stage, in the middle of the stage, beginning a boss fight, after the boss introduction, the boss death, beginning a town mission, after hearing in a sentence or two what the mission is, winning or failing the mission, hearing the person scold or congratulate you, loading the horrible, This particular town mission takes the cake. You have to guess how many boxes are piled up there. 20 seconds later, you break the box that represents your guess. Then, 20 seconds later, you're told whether you're right or wrong. If you're wrong, then 20 seconds later, you're told you're wrong, and then 20 seconds later, you're brought back to the hub world. But, if you're right, then you have to go through the guessing process like 4 more times with 20 seconds in between each answer. And don't get me started on that guess the captain minigame. In this particular minigame, you have to guess which is the real captain in order to advance to the next stage. And then you find out it's the first person you talked to in the first place. Well, thank you for wasting my fucking time. In case you didn't know, I have a princess to save. So thanks for prolonging my rescuing her, you fucking douche. What went wrong? Hub Worlds! This game is the reason I hate hub worlds so much. They're too fucking big and severely lifeless. Look at this. Was this really necessary? There's no need for all this space, and it's worse when you're silver because you're too fucking slow. And it's so easy to get lost in them because everything looks the fucking same. Holy shit, I haven't been this angry since Sonic Genesis. Camera, tree, get the fuck out of the way.
We played a 360 version, so that only leaves one particular question. Is it any better on the PlayStation 3?
No, in fact, it's worse! The frame rates are a hell of a lot worse, the loading times are about 10 seconds longer than usual in some parts, and there's no way to install the game to shorten them. What the fuck, Sega? God, this jittering is making me sick.
Brain scratch comms assemble!
I can't fucking take this game anymore. I feel so bad for the people that spent $60 on this game when it was first released. $60!
Meanwhile, Sonic, yeah, remember him, escorts Princess Elise back to her castle where she is once again captured by Dr. Eggman. For fuck's sake, did the writers of the story seriously not realize how monotonous this was getting? Where are the damn guards? Where's Sonic when this is all happening? Why is Tails trying to chase the damn egg carrier in Wave Ocean again? Why did Sonic seriously think leaving Elise alone would be a good idea? Somebody, for the love of God, do something right! Silver agrees and heads back to his own future with a plan to permanently seal Iblis for good. Dear God, what is wrong with these people? Why doesn't anybody realize the potential they have with the ability to time travel at will? Why does Silver not insist on accompanying Sonic in the past to ensure a good future for Silver and Blaze? It can't be a stable time loop issue. It can't be because they want to make sure not to fuck with the past too much. Otherwise, Shadow would never even consider interfering with past events to make sure Memphilis was sealed. If Silver had all the intents and purposes of going to the past and changing the future for the better, then surely he and Blaze must have realized that they would no longer exist after destroying the Iblis trigger because future events will have changed, potentially wiping them from existence, which in itself would cause a goddamn paradox! Oh, the story fucking sucks! They can time travel at will! Why does nobody realize this? This also applies to Memphilis. If his ultimate goal is to rejoin with Iblis and become Solaris once again, then why doesn't he just time travel to the point where Solaris originally separated and rejoin with him there? Can you honestly tell me he instigated the whole have Silver kill Sonic to make Elise cry plot just to be a dick? If that's the case, then this story shouldn't have existed in the first place. That's a stupid plot. Every single goddamn character in this game is a complete idiot that don't deserve to have a story centered on them. I'm trying to keep a cool head here, folks. I really am. But this story is just utter garbage. This shit's way too pretentious and full of itself to be the plot of a fucking Sonic game. This is the same series that's given us a super fast blue hedgehog, a fox with two tails, and a fat doctor who imprisons furry woodland creatures inside robots, and now it wants to start taking itself seriously? Give me a fucking break. Son of a bitch, let's just end this already. Nintendo of America ultimately canceled the idea of this game coming to America as well as Europe. And why is that? Because the game was developed by Satan himself! I mean, holy shit. If there was an award for most obnoxious difficult spike in a sequel, this game would win the award 3 years in a row! The wind, the obstacles, the level design, oh, the level design, it all screams hell! Important the game, the Nintendo Wii thankfully has the original game on the Virtual Console at a measly $6, which is still too fucking much for this game! Just fucking nice. What assholes? I mean, what the why would you want to do that to it? No! To collect. Some as simple as having the proper flood nozzle to reach it, and some requiring going through miniature obstacle courses that can fuck right off! Look at the Crash Bandicoot series and other games like Sonic Lost World, but here you get jack shit for getting every shine sprite in the game. There you go. That's why I have bitter memories towards Super Mario Sunshine. Pachinko minigame where Mario controls like utter shit because of the level terrain and because it just fucking sucks. This game has some sort of freakish hard-on for red coins. This poison river where you had to ride this deteriorating lily pad down this stream of water that instantly kills you if you touch it and you can't afford to mess up or else you have to die and try again. You need Yoshi to ride these slow-ass boats of this one island to get there and he's hydrophobic. And that fucking pipe that you think will warp you back to the beginning of the obstacle course, but instead it just takes you back to the hub world. This game!
illegal cargo to your destination, all while avoiding the police as they attempt to stop your progression.
Lies! Fucking lies!
John, relax. The game hasn't even started yet.
But there is no cargo, there is no police, and there's certainly no opponent to race. Oh, your opponent is certainly there, but because there's absolutely, positively no programming in this game, you will never actually move. So without a moving opponent, that means there's no fucking race! So the entire concept of the game is completely shot in the ass! I like it when reviewing games, and I try not to go out on a too angry note, but know this. Sonic Genesis is one of the worst excuses for a port that Sega has ever published. If you thought Sonic 2006 was terrible, Sonic Genesis is that cherry on top of that shit sundae. You will not find a Sonic game as bad as this one. Now, to consider it the worst Sonic game of all time would be a little incorrect. It's based off Sonic the Hedgehog for the Genesis, which is a fantastic game. However, I will say, this game is the worst port I've ever seen in my life.
Got Sonic Genesis, you can simply just jump up and hit them and you'll be fine, completely eliminating all challenge. Last but not least is the slowdown. It's everywhere. Look at this. My God. Oh. I just want to get up there. Sweet Jesus! That's it, I can't take this anymore. There was a reason why I traded in my original cartridge to begin with.
But if there's one boss I can't fucking stand for the life of me, it's this asshole right here in the third palace. If you're not precise with your attacks, you'll bounce off of him like a rubber ball, and if you fall off the edge, you need to climb up back to the room where the fight restarts, with all of his health restored. Fuck! 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 Ah! These special stages are horrible! In order to collect the emeralds, you need to keep your speed going by collecting these colorful orbs and grab the emerald before reaching the exit. The more orbs you collect, the faster you get. You can even boost when you fill enough of the meter to get even more speed. Your obstacles are two things: these spike bombs that slow you down exponentially, and the worst control I've ever experienced in a Sonic game. Holy shit! It's so slippery, it's so jittery, and it's so easy to up. If you don't collect enough orbs to reach that emerald in the first 15 seconds of the special stage, you will fail!
Play for yourself and you'll see why I hate it so much. The only advice I can give is to abuse the pause button. Abuse the pause button. Ryan, your muscle training can burn in hell! And then there's Jasper Bat Jr. Burn in hell! But that's not this level's worst problem. It's these fuckers. Shellcrackers, Asterons, and Slicers. Now, Asterons aren't that big of a deal. They're easy to spot and they're incredibly easy to avoid if you prepare for it. These two, however, will make sure your ring count will never go above 1. First off, Shellcracker's only weak spot is on its back, but whenever you spot one, it's usually under an incredibly low ceiling, so you can never really jump over it and hit it. If you attempt to attack it from the front, you'll just get owned by its extendable claw. But trust me, even he doesn't compare to the Slicer.
I hate Slicers!
They're freaking everywhere and their placements are just plain cheap. Look at this. How am I supposed to avoid that?
But officially, this boy is known as Ethan.
That's stupid.
That's stupid. His name should be Gold.
What the hell's wrong with Ethan?
He's called Gold in the manga.
I mean, hell, Blue was called Green in the manga, so his name should really be Green, not Blue.
Nerds, the both of you!
Some stages just love you dealing with annoying enemies while avoiding instant death obstacles, not to mention the occasions where enemies just blindside you because of an improper view. Yeah, thanks for that cheap shot, asshole. This tank, Jesus, this tank, it takes an ungodly long amount of time to kill, even with its weakness. I never faced a boss before that made me frustrated as well as bored. That's so odd to me. Following him is this abomination of a boss battle. Let's run down the list. 1. You're constantly moving across platforms hovering over bottomless pits. 2. A fist attack that can destroy said platforms, leaving you pretty much fucked if you're Mega Man. 3. A flashbang attack that completely blinds you, the player, leaving you unable to see what you're doing for a second. May I remind you that you're constantly trying to avoid falling into the bottomless pits. 4. That fucking fist attack! The only way you're gonna win against this thing as Mega Man is if this thing decides not to use the damn fist attack. Death is a goddamn certainty when he uses it because Mega Man, unlike Bass, does not have a double jump. To escort a group with them with a limited air supply while slowly passing by a giant octopus. Fucking fantastic. Oh, what? I did not speed up! Anyway, you find the time machine and you end up in the Jurassic era, home to these giant seahorses and these godforsaken trilobites that never let up. I'm glad you're extinct! Holy shit, man, look at that thing! If I made it to this point when I was younger, this is where I would shit my pants. Oh, fuck. You gotta be shitting me! If I lose to the Vortex Queen, I gotta do the 5-minute auto-scrolling machine level again? Just to get another chance at this dolphin-stealing douchebag? Get away from my family, you bitch! Death sonar to the eyes! Yeah, knocked your jaw. Oh, you got it back. Well, I'm gonna do it again! There! Did I win? What? What'd I do? Is something supposed to happen now? Do I ram it? Do I ram it? I'm gonna ram it. Yeah, no! I died?
No more! Echo died saving his family. A true dolphin hero. Get this shit out of my Genesis.
There's no trial and error when it comes to getting past these abominations. It's all fucking luck-based. Oh, shit like that is going to happen to you all of the damn time. Of course, it's more than just zombies, white demons, and ghosts. How about those ogres in Stage 2 that take forever to kill? How about those bluebirds that are constantly pestering you while you're trying to kill said ogres? What about those little blue imps that are questionably hard to hit at times? How about those fucking red devils? Holy shit! The one creature that'll make you despise Arthur's stiff control is these assholes. They're big, they can take some punishment, and worst of all, they're fucking fast and relentless. Guess what though? You run into one as soon as the first stage! Isn't that fantastic? Oh, and Stage 3? Chock full of these motherfuckers, and you can't avoid them unless they somehow manage to off-screen themselves. Don't count on that though, it rarely happens. Jesus Christ!
When did the developers finally slap some fucking sense into the enemy designer and to tell them just to fucking stop?
And do you know what it feels like to constantly die at the very last possible moment, forcing you to deal with the entire stage all over again?
It's not pleasant.
No, let me rephrase that. It fucking sucks! It sucks! The enemy placement in level 6 is, without a doubt, the most horrendous thing I've ever witnessed and experienced in a video game. Worse than Mega Man and Bass. Worse than the Metropolis Zone's unholy trio. It's got them all beat. Ghosts that respawn at random locations, rematches with unicorns, dragons, ghosts that respawn at random locations, ogres shifting left and right with red devils awaiting at the end of each tower, hopping skeletons, ghosts that respawn in random locations, a double battle with 2 Satans, and ghosts that respawn in random locations! Out of all of the enemies you encounter in level 6, it is the goddamn ghost that made me lose every ounce of sanity I had left at this point of the game. Even when you try your damnedest to be as careful as you possibly can, trying your best to avoid projectiles, knowing where to jump to restock your broken armor, there's always that chance that a ghost could fucking blindside you by spawning directly in front of you, or when you're climbing a ladder where you can't defend yourself in the slightest. But that's not all. Let's talk about that shield item I mentioned earlier. You need to beat level 6 with the shield item equipped, which starts randomly dropping from enemies with pots starting at level 5. Otherwise, the game will tell you to fuck off, get the shield, and boot you back to the beginning of level 5. What the fuck? Why the previous level? It's not like it's impossible to get the shield in level 6. In fact, one always spawns on the floor where you have a rematch with the dragon boss. Even then, say you do get the shield in level 5, that won't mean shit as soon as you begin level 6, because the first boss you encounter in that stage is the unicorn, who, by the way, is immune to the shield weapon! That's precisely why they put this javelin weapon right before you fight him in the first place! The fact that you need the shield weapon to even beat level 6 is just plain horse shit! True, it's good at blocking projectiles, and I don't find its poor range to be that much of a hindrance, but if you accidentally pick up another weapon during the climb, which the game tries to make you do twice by the way, guess what? You're fucked! Only thing left to do is die, refight the unicorn with the javelin, defeat the dragon with the shield because it's immune to the javelin, and hope to God you make it through the climb with the ogres, the red devils, the respawning ghosts, and the 2 Satans! Oh, fuck!
Enjoying yourself,
Eat
Johnny?
a dick, you sick muppet!
Come now, you finally reached the final level. You got this far. Surely you can go the distance.
Have you even played this game before? I'd rather play Sonic 06 than slog through this unholy piece of programming.
That's sure to offend someone.
Nah, who cares?
The final 2 levels can seriously go fuck themselves, especially level 6.
Hunter. She also sees Adam as some sort of father figure to her, and because of that, I'm guessing she's completely willing to do whatever he orders to do, like, oh, I don't know, not allowing to use her weapons until he authorizes it. You see, in this game, Samus is already equipped with just about every single upgrade she received in Super Metroid, minus the X-ray scope, but she isn't allowed to use them until this guy says it's okay. What the hell? Wait, what is she... Wait, what's she doing? Samus, shoot him! What? Oh my god, are you serious? Samus is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder now? Why? Okay, for those that don't know, when Samus was a child, her parents were killed by Ridley right in front of her face. It's a horrible thing to happen to a child at such a young age, but the fact of the matter is, Samus has destroyed Ridley a number of times before this, and she was absolutely fine! I mean, if this was her first time encountering Ridley since her parents' death, then yes, this kind of reaction would be perfectly fine and make sense. But this game takes place after Super Metroid! She's already encountered and destroyed Ridley about 6 times! He's nothing she can't handle! For God's sake, Samus, shoot him already! You know, your health isn't lowering itself out of boredom, it's because you're taking unnecessary heat damage.
Samus, activate the Varia feature on your suit to protect yourself from heat damage.
What the fuck?
Holy shit. When I first encountered this moment, I did a double face palm complete with a sigh of disappointment. Why, oh why, would Adam take that long to authorize the use of something that vital? In fact, why deactivate the Varia suit in the first place? It helps protect Samus. There's no danger at all with it being available from the start. The same goes for the gravity suit, which doesn't get activated until Samus is nearly sucked into the void of space. What drug are you guys on? If it helps you, why deactivate it? Ugh! Usually when you're authorized to use an upgrade, the game immediately cuts in the menu and lets you know that you can use the item. But no, there's nothing here telling you can use the power bombs at all. I mean, judging from my experiences from Metroid 2, my mind immediately thought of using bombs, but the only reason why I didn't think of using power bombs was because I wasn't told I could use them. Why suddenly not tell me I can use upgrades? What assholes!
And save the world from what's possibly the worst story device ever to rear its head into the franchise, making the entire concept of the game entirely worthless.
Why did they do that? I mean, why make us think our choices matter in the grand scheme of things, and then completely nullify it with a last story segment that's officially canon to the Sonic universe? I mean, what about the people that wanted an evil Shadow the Hedgehog? Don't those people's choices matter too?
And the president changed their minds about Gerald Robotnik and claimed that they were wrong about him and they should honor his legacy.
Hello? This is the same man who programmed the Ark to fall into the Earth as retaliation for the military killing his granddaughter. Yeah, sure, Gunn was still wrong for doing so, but this man was going to wipe out all of humanity as an act of revenge. He's no saint. He shouldn't be honored.
Why was this story necessary in the first place? There was no need for this. Did they purposely not have Rouge or anybody else tell Shadow about his past just so we can have this game? Who the hell cares about Shadow's past at this point? Didn't Sonic Adventure 2 have enough of that already? Yeah, I wanted a little more reason for why the military raided the Ark in the first place, but fucking aliens? This isn't even in the so bad it's good category. This is just plain awful. So, in order to complete Shadow the Hedgehog, you need to tackle a total of 60 missions, 6 for each ending. How do you get to the 10 endings is all up to you, but regardless of such, this means you have to play Westopolis 10 fucking times, because like I said, you have to begin your journey anew when you want to go for the other ending. Oh my god, what kind of bullshit, stupid, asinine, redundant method of padding the game out is that? I thought it was bad with Sonic Heroes, but that doesn't even compare to this. Oh, why does this game have a last story segment? Can I just be fine with completing the game once and be happy with the ending I get? No, I can't, because not only does my Pathway story suck ass, I know that my story isn't legit because of this fucking thing.